Top of the morning, y'all. It is. Share the live for me, y'all coming in. What it is, what it is, what it is. What's up? Tap in, man. Things is getting crazy. Hip hop rappers ain't thinking. Street niggas ain't thinking. Hit the like button when y'all come in the building. I really appreciate it. Subscribe to the channel if you already not subscribed to it. You already subscribed. You got $2.99 to cop you a membership. Become part of the channel. I appreciate that. We try and grow over here, do the right things, baby. Y'all know what I'm noticing, man? These rappers not that smart. Rappers not that smart. I noticed that. Half the street niggas is not that smart. I go back and look at myself when I was outside, and I look at the growth where I'm at now to the laws and the rules that we supposed to went by back in them street code days. That shit phony as hell, man. This shit with T Grizzly, the walls is finally starting to close in on T Grizzly ass. And I'm going through the comment section, man. You got some ignorant people out there, bro. And ignorant to the fact that they lacking knowledge. Cause I used to be the same ignorant person one time like that. Now you got people running around, y'all doing the police job, y'all telling on T Grizzly like y'all who wouldn't want to get justice? Now, real shit. That's why I stopped about that street code shit and all that other goofy shit because it just don't make sense. Who wouldn't want to get justice from for a black mom, a 41-old mom? You know what I'm saying? That somebody brutally murdered over bullshit, allegedly. Just don't make sense. For all you dudes, especially men in the comment section, you know what I'm saying, taking up, oh man, you policing and yo, dude, not policing nothing, man. Get some justice for her and her family. A lot of people have turned their backs on T Grizzly and start dropping kites, start dropping dimes, start sliding intel out to the media, social media platforms, and other places knowing it's going to get out to the police. Your boy 600 Wu Thing, whatever his name is, he already even start talking. He done already start popping it. And these rap dudes get successful and so-called claim to be from the streets, but always got a bunch of street yes men around them. I don't know what made T Grizzly allegedly think that was a good idea to go run down on your aunt. See, if it's true that T Grizzly and it's coming out from Wu Tang and other associates in Detroit, that this thing is my fault, y'all. That this thing is kind of true, right? T Grizzly don't give me the impression that he the brightest young man out there. T Grizzly got a bunch of, I guess you would call them goons, man. I don't want to call these guys goons and gangsters no more because they moving like goofies to me. So I don't even want to call them goons. But you got to look at T Grizzly history. T Grizzly was a thief. T Grizzly was a robber, a scammer, something like that. From what the media say. One thing the media didn't say, one thing his background didn't say was that T Grizzly was a goddamn murderer. I never seen that nowhere in his jacket. But what happens is he hooks up with them OTF guys. You know what I'm saying? He hooks up with a lot of, I don't know the relationship with Saw the Baby and stuff like that, but he's hooking up with real deal guys that get busy. The boy, what's his name? Muwak, whatever his name is, his best friend that was in his wedding from OTF, right? Now, T Grizzly had his situation. He got some straight up killers around him. Ain't nobody never said that killers was the brightest people in the world, right? I would assume that, what's his name, Buka, whatever it is, his best man, got involved with the situation from T Grizzly talking about it. T Grizzly say, look, yo, I'm going through this, that, and the third. And y'all already know how OTF allegedly get down. They sliders. The dude that's his best friend, Buddha, whatever his name is, that nigga's from O Block. That nigga's out of Dirk Mob. Y'all see how Dirk been getting down. You know what I'm saying? Dirk been already, they known for dropping hits. They been putting in that work. We know that. From Baltimore. I'm from Baltimore, bro. Yeah, so we know that, right? T Grizzly goes and alleged put the hit on his aunt because they say this stuff is alleged. Y'all go Google it, go check it out. But I've been following the story. For one, they say they had a bad deal going on. You know what I'm saying? For two, they said T Grizzly was boning it down. So all this stuff goes on, and it makes T Grizzly drops an apology. You know what I'm saying? He drops an apology response to all this, and it didn't make no sense. The main thing T Grizzly see, sometimes it's best to just shut the fuck up. Hold on, y'all. I'm going to spot. Yeah, so like I was saying, sometimes like when you ain't got the right thing to say and stuff like that, sometimes it's cool to just shut up. That's what like T Grizzly ain't have nothing to say. He probably on social media. He see all these things going on, motherfuckers popping in his DM, and he felt like, or somebody around him said, "Yo, you need to go respond." When you go and respond, you gotta think you got police, everybody on there. You got not just the internet, you got police, detectives. They waiting for the response. They waiting for you to say one word that don't go together so they can go right back and say, look, we called him on this, what he said. T Grizzly thinking it was smart. You come to the internet and try to clear up some shit in your words that don't even line up. Y'all gonna probably wonder where I'm getting this stuff from. This is all facts. This is court document stuff. You know what I'm saying? This is stuff coming from people in his camp in Detroit. People don't like what happened with his manager. This is a mother, a 41-year-old mother that tried to put him on. You backdoor because you're in a bad contract. They got court cases for that. They got civil cases for that. I don't think nobody's feeling the fact that a 41-year-old mother got killed. So T Grizzly, he goes and responds to this on the internet. But what he did was say a bunch of nothing. He goes on there to respond, Grizzly, you says a bunch of nothing. For one, if y'all go back, and I encourage y'all to go back and start following the timeline that led up to these things. You see what I'm saying? T Grizzly gets on the internet and say nothing. And I want y'all to understand this. Court document shows that Wu Tang 600 Wu was sitting on that block. Come on, we're gonna make this shit make sense. He been on the block for 2 hours before T Grizzly pulled up. Now this not making sense, and this when everybody know Grizzly. The boy that's locked up for the crime was sitting on that block. His phone records pinged to the satellite. He been on that block for 2 hours. Come on, you got loopholes all in your story. It's only a matter of time before the feds run in or the state run in. They about to grab you, T Grizzly, because you just ain't making sense. I don't think you're gonna have nobody on your side for that. You say you just randomly gonna make a stop and pull up, but the guys is there for 2 hours, which the police know somebody tipped them off, bro. I just looked at the last interview you did, and it don't even make sense. When you say you jumped out of that back seat, bro, you said you was on the back seat behind the goddamn drop. Now, mind you, y'all, the guy's been on the block for 2 hours. They would have seen T Grizzly pull up. See, I don't know what makes y'all think that doing these murders is easy. I don't know what makes God say, yo, I'm so such in a hurry to go pull that trigger. I don't want to pull that trigger unless I have to. Unless I really have to. Because when you pulling that trigger, not only is you taking a life from someone else, you can be taking a life from yourself. You know how much you got to worry about after you pull that trigger? Did anybody see me? And I'm going to get caught. Oh my God, I'm about to miss my... Like, so much worry go in your head after you do that because you want to make sure you ain't left no goddamn evidence, which is impossible to do, not to leave no evidence in a crime scene. It's hard to remember exactly what you said over and over and over and over again because you're trying to cover up a crime. T Grizzly, you changed your story up 5, 10 times. It don't even make sense. If them people was on the block, I bet you right now you kicking yourself in the ass because the shit don't make no sense. If I'm on the block for 2 hours, bro, this was an open and closed case for the police. If I'm on this block for 2 hours, which I shouldn't have been on that block for 2 hours because I don't know you coming there, T Grizzly. You told the whole media that you pulled up spontaneous to see some family on your father's side. This would make me so mad about the internet and people always saying, "Oh, y'all bloggers just want to tear down another black man. Y'all just going, no, the black man tearing down his motherfucking self because the black man came and brought everything to us. Ain't nobody tell you to go on the internet, on an interview and try to expose the things that happened tonight, and none of the shit don't make no sense. It don't make no sense. So you put yourself in this predicament for people to start determining what's right and what's wrong. Not the internet. The internet ain't do that. You did that, buddy. Come on. See, that's the thin line between being in the streets, being a gangster, and being who you really are. If motherfuckers really knew, especially the youngest coming up, would come with that murder game, they wouldn't do it. It's too easy to get caught up. You just killed somebody, took their life, and threw your life away at the same time. What sense do that make? If I go ahead and take a life, or if I feel as though I got to kill somebody, I want to live my life after that, not go live my life in jail and have the clout to say, yo, I killed somebody, man, I'm the man. Now I'm about to go to jail for 40 years? Make that shit make sense. And that's exactly what happened just now with T Grizzly. He let niggas get up in his head. Dude probably made that shit. Yo, look, I'll get my little man on it. My little man gonna do that shit. It's gonna be boom, 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 bop. Yeah, he definitely a driller. Go ahead and give him 10, 20 grand, bro. You ain't gonna hear no more about it. They put the plan together, and the plan was dumb as shit. You forgot about the satellites. You forgot about to leave your phone home. The dude that y'all got to do the shit was 100% goofy. A month after the crime go on, you telling me you still riding around in a rental car they done reported it stolen. Not on top of that, you still riding around with the murder weapon in the car. Crash house, man. That's crash house. You sent the dude that sent them, you sent a crash out to go do a job that he don't have the brain capacity to complete it without getting himself caught and brought all y'all down. It's not worth it. I don't know what makes y'all think going to go pull a murder off is an easy job. Yeah, it's easy to pull the trigger. It's easy to take a life, but it's not easy to cover your tracks up after you do the shit. You just got married, bro. You can kiss your wedding goodbye. And y'all probably could say, I'm reaching, I'm doing the police job, this, that, the third. Police done already done their job. I can guarantee y'all this. I can guarantee y'all in the next week or so, T Grizzley will be in jail. Allegedly, I gotta say that. And I ain't wishing no hate or nothing like that on a man, but it is what it is. And if it comes out that he did do that to her, I don't give a shit about nobody that's gonna send a hit on a 41-year-old woman, man, a 41-year-old mom that put you on a game, bro. Then they saying you had her pregnant. You about to get married. The police is looking for motive. Everything that they looking for is the motive, and that's what they're gonna pull you up on, T Grizzley. They want to know what was the motive. They already asking questions that when they lock the boy up, why are you still hanging with the best friend? It don't look good for you. It don't look good for you. And I'm hoping I'm a fan. I'm hoping that the allegations ain't true. But if it come out that you had a situation and that you did that to that lady, bro, I don't feel sorry for you. I don't give a fuck about you. Let the courts do what they gotta do. I'm not under them old school stupid ass I'm from the street codes no more. That shit dumb. All y'all sitting here watching this shit going on, y'all need to pay attention, educate y'all youngins, y'all the OGs, educate y'all youngins. Because it don't make no sense. Hit the like button for me if y'all feeling what I'm saying, man. Let's read the comment section. We got heard you, bro. East Oakland. East Oakland in the building. What it do? Why people scared of gangsters? They the biggest sellouts created. They put grown ass men before they families. True. They ain't shit. That's true. They need numbers, gangs. That's true. That's true, man. That's kind of true. That's kind of true with falls with gangsters. It's kind of weird because they will tend to put their family, put their homies in front of their families. And it's another thing. They will go ride for a grown ass man, you know what I'm saying, before they ride for their loved ones. Give you an example, your boy Top 5. I don't understand how Top 5, the Canadian rap dude, is so proud and so eager to tell the world that you about ready to crash out. You Drake shooter. Drake is a grown man, bro. You're a grown man. You run around here saying you shooting for another grown man, ready to throw your life in a drain for a grown man and a couple dollars. A couple dollars can't do you no good when you got 40 and 50 years or life in jail. You rap niggas are getting dumber and dumber and dumber and dumber and dumber. What made you think, T Grizzly, that if you did that, you could have really got away with that, bro, with your popularity and all that stuff, bro? Come on. What we doing? What we really doing? That shit ignorant. It's ignorant, bro. It's stupid. Because even way you took a life for nothing, if it comes down that it was true, you took a life for nothing. You're going to end up in jail. You didn't ever get the marriage you want. Everything about the backfire because karma's a bitch and God don't like ugly. And we got some young people out there that's watching right now. I'm going to give y'all a little enlightenment. Yo, if you love yourself, you love your family, bro, think about it before you go wanting to put that pistol in your hand and shoot a motherfucker. I'm telling you that. It's very hard to cover your tracks. Your homie, you think your homie? That nigga's probably a bitch. He can't wait to snitch. He talk all that tough shit until they get up there in that courtroom and then they offering niggas 50 and 60 years, brody. Think about what I'm saying, y'all. Pay attention. Read it. Go back to the comment section. The real world ain't prison. Two different worlds. Well, you could be in prison in the real world mentally. You know what I'm saying? But it's certain rules don't apply. I get what you're saying. The prison rules, certain prison rules don't apply on the street. You know what I'm saying? There's certain street rules don't apply in the prison. Two different worlds. I get that. That's respect. That's respect. It definitely is. But it's just a sad case, man, to see lately how all these rappers is just falling in the same boat without even really taking a piece from the last rapper to say to them, y'all millionaires, bro. Y'all millionaires. Y'all got a blessing and y'all ain't taking advantage of it and God taking it back. Obviously, I don't know if it's God or the devil, whoever gave y'all the blessings that y'all had. Somebody's taking it back because y'all ain't doing the right thing. How in the fuck you fall in a position to become a millionaire, to be able to take care of your family, and then you throw it all away? All away. For what you call to be right, for you to get your goddamn masters back, for you to don't get exposed because you was having sex on your fiance, bro. That ain't no reason to kill a motherfucker and karma coming right back and take everything from you. So let this be a lesson to the youngins out there. Learn from other people's mistakes. You pulling that trigger, it's hard as shit to cover up your tracks. It's an 85% chance you're going to prison for the rest of your life. For a name, because they're going to forget about you after a year, if not sooner than that, once your ass gone. Once you in there for a year, they're going to say, yeah, little Joey Rock, he went hard when he was out here. That little nigga was crazy. That's all you're going to get. They're going to stop answering your calls. That's all you're going to get. And then you're not even going to get that at another year or two because it's going to be another little Joey Rock that's going to pop up and take your shine. Wasted life. T. Grizzley, wasted life. Wasted time. You built this time up, man. And now they about to just magically strip this shit from you for one fucked up move, bro. Make this shit make sense with everything a motherfucker is doing. If it don't make sense, don't make it happen. I'm going to drop a story on this, though. I'm going to drop a follow-up story on this because it's just the beginning of things that's transpiring. Transpiring. We got nothing that he says add up. You got people that was out there for 2 hours. You said you hopped out of the driver's side, but when they opened the door up on the passenger side, that's where your aunt was at. So if they seen you get out the car, this is the last thing. If they was there for 2 hours and they seen you get out the car, how did they manage to pull up on the wrong side, my boy? Moving too fast. You're not thinking things all the way through. You're moving off the shit that sound good. And look what that shit cost you. That shit just sounded good. You ain't think that shit through, and you was thinking that shit wasn't gonna come back on you. You think the surface deep, bro. That's it, y'all. I'm gonna go ahead and put a video together on this shit a little later. Thank y'all for tapping in. Hit the like button, man. Remember, like I said, if y'all gonna do that M1, make it worth it. You feel as though you want to pick up and shoot, go join the motherfucking army. They put you on the front line. I'm gonna give you all the pistols you need, too.